Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Brothers, I just got something to start off to say to y'all today. I know y'all seen the grown man that was with his daughter that jumped on top of the car and allowed the pit bull to almost attack his daughter. Y'all gotta be ready to whoop some ass. Do you understand? Right here, y'all got to be ready to whoop some ass. I know y'all might think I'm joking, but I'm serious. You cannot allow your families not to be protected. Do you understand me? I just had to get that off my mind today before we actually got into the topics. Today, I wanted to talk about how does nutrition affects one relationship, whether male or female. Now, this might be a topic that, many people might get into their feelings, but we're going to talk about it today. So let's get started. Say, brothers, you was at the nightclub, you saw this, what you would prefer to say is a dime piece. You saw her, she looked good physically. She had a nice shape, looked like she worked out all the time. Looked like when you met her, she ate right. Then all of a sudden, after y'all get in a relationship, say about a year or two go by, and she's gotten comfortable. Now she's about 240. Now, you don't look at her the same way anymore. Now she's big as a duplex basically. And the same feeling that you had when you guys begin a relationship, you guys begin dating, you don't have it no more. You know what I'm saying? There's no level of intimacy anymore in a relationship. Because you thinking in her head she didn't have one too many meals, one too many buffets, and sisters the same for you. You met the dude, he was looking all scrumptious to you, he was, big, cut up, swole, looked like he could still defend you. Now, 2 or 3 years later, you're looking at this guy, his stomach looks like somebody stuck a pillow in it. He barely has any energy. He can't even pick you up no more. Now you're not as attracted to him, And I started the topic off today because there will be several different aspects and topics that I will be dealing with as far as health and nutrition and how it really affects relationships. And, this is a real big topic that a lot of people avoid. Many times you're in a relationship and both of y'all lie to each other, Your woman come in and she say, "Hey, babe, do I look good?" But she done gained about 175 pounds. You don't want to touch her. She, look like she done had one too many biscuits. Let's be honest, brothers. We very physical people, and we like what we see. But you'll tell your woman that she look good, just so you don't have to have an argument. And sisters, the same for you. The dude you talking to, he try to go on and put a fitted. He try to put a fitted shirt on, and part of his stomach sticking out under the fitted. And you looking like you about to go out with me, looking like that, or you just looking at him, in disgust. And some of the thoughts you have in your mind, you're a sloppy dog, He looks sloppy, This is reality. This is is what we think in relationships, and this is how health affect intimacy. It even affects the way that you go out, or how you go out, or when you go out with somebody. And we have to start being honest when we see, not only from a physical standpoint, but also from a natural health standpoint, from for our long-term health as a people. But it affects your mate, and you don't have a right to get super overweight, whether you male or female. You don't have a right to do that, because when that person met you, you was not like that. So just because you got married don't mean that you can eat 6 biscuit rolls, or 3 extra double cheeseburgers from McDonald's and a extra large supersized fry. That don't mean you can do that. Sisters, that don't mean you can be like, I don't eat that much, when you in front of your dude, your husband. You talking about you don't eat that much, but in your room, you got 3 or 4 Snickers or Paydays stuck in your drawer. And you eat those. Or when you get to work, you go get a 4-piece with 2 biscuits from Popeyes. And then come home and say you've been working out. You've been watching what you eat. Man, we gotta stop this. Because number one, it's killing us. Fast food is an epidemic amongst our people. Fast food is killing our people. It is inducing breast cancer, high blood pressure, and heart disease. And not only that, it's messing with the intimacy in relationships as male and female that we are having. And for all of you out there lying to yourself, talking about the intimacy does not matter in a relationship, you're lying to yourself. It shouldn't be the main focus. Of course, we know that the main focus should be the character and morality of that human being, but we're still human, and we still look and we see, and when we met that person, we like that person that same way. So it becomes very frustrating whether you are a man with a woman or a woman with a man. It becomes very frustrating when your mate, if you have one mate taking great care of himself, and you got another mate sitting on the couch eating biscuits with their feet up, or eating a whole bowl of ice cream. We cannot be slop dops. Do you understand? Do not be a slop dop, whether you a male or a female. Right? Some of y'all need to be called sloppy dop. Whether y'all know it or not. Maybe y'all will change. Brother, you at the gym talking about, man, she ain't on my level. Man, stop. Stop, man. You too big. You gotta stop. And sisters, you gotta stop letting people lie to you too. When you take off your clothes and you look in the mirror and you got caressing rolls where your lats are, your serratus anterior on the side right here where you're supposed to have a Coke bottle, or if you don't have a Coke bottle, everybody's not blessed with great genetics, but you can make your body look great if you're really being disciplined and exercising, weight training, nutrition, drinking plenty of water, eating tons of vegetables and fruits. You can make your body look great without surgery. You see all these sisters getting butt injections. You see them getting all kind of liposuction surgeries. And these chicks still look bad. They still don't look great. I guarantee you, what I'm going to start doing on my channel, I'm going to start putting up a woman that weight trains and it eats a healthy diet. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 days you felt like you ate good because you ate a couple of vegetables. I'm talking about a consistent regimen, at least 6 days out of the week, or you're focusing on your nutrition, your weight training and doing cardio 44 to 5 days a week to get results. I'm gonna put a picture of a sister up that weights train and eats right. And then I'm gonna put some of these girls up that's getting butt injections. Okay? You know. And I'm gonna put some sisters up also that are getting liposuction in the stomach area. And we're gonna do a poll on which one of these women that you would like to look like. Because when you do those other things, number one, you take the natural essence of your beauty that God has obtained for you, and instead of you perfecting the body that He gave you and enhancing it through strength training, you go and do surgery, which is costing a lot of our sisters' lives. Also, these butt injections is causing our sisters to have infections and gaining diseases. And brothers, you stay away from the steroids. Stop trying to look like other men. You perfect the shape that God gave you through nutrition and weight training, proper weight training. And I don't know what to tell you. If you're a dude and you're going to get butt and breast injections, I don't know what to tell you, man. You just got to stop that, man. You need some counseling. You need some heavenly counseling if you're going to get butt injections and breast injections as a man. You know, you can't do that, man. You know, there's a lot of health risks for men too. Not just the sisters. You know. There's somewhere, both male and female, there's self-esteem issues that has a strong hold on you. Is the reason why you're not trying to perfect yourself and your body. I eat an extremely clean diet, but I'm not perfect. I have cheat days too. But I eat most of the time, 6 days out of the week, healthy. Okay? And I get out and I walk, I run, I lift weights. It's a mind thing. You have to be motivated. One of the hardest things to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to eat right. But you have to make it a point to say, this is what I'm going to do with my life. Okay? Let's talk about the different systems in your body. Okay? Your blood system, which is your circulatory system, which basically is like the engine to a car, but it's the engine to your body. Your circulatory system, because your heart pumps blood to your organs, which is the reason that your muscles are able to contract and move. Well, the food that we put in our bodies has a direct correlation to what happens to our blood system, and the cellular process that lies within our blood system. So food is much deeper than you can even imagine or believe. In your inhibitory system, your skin, from your circulatory system, the foods that you put, it affects your skin. It can make you look 10 years older than what you... I'm telling you, sisters, you already have a lot of melanin in your skin, right? Which naturally is going to allow you to be beautiful or stay younger or for whatever woman, you know? Going and getting all these facial products and all these chemicals, which also are tied to a lot of cancers. And you going and doing that instead of drinking a lot of water and eating a lot of vegetables, it's causing you to look much older. You can put up all the makeup on your face, you know, walking around looking like Homie the Clown, Or, you fooling dudes when you meet them because you got a pound full of makeup and then you take the makeup off and you don't look like the same person. And then you wonder why you never got a call back. Instead of just taking the time to focus on your nutrition, drinking water, eating a ton of vegetables to enhance the beauty that the Most High gave you. Brother, same with you. You're not supposed to be in your 20s and your 30s and even your early 40s, man, and you look like you're 60 years old because you just want to be a slop doc eating chili dogs all day. And the chili dog that you eating, that's what your body look like. And then you talking about sisters got attitude. Well, if I was her, I would have an attitude too if your body was built, if you was built like a chili dog. I wouldn't want you to touch me either. Because, let me tell you something, brothers. What that represents to a woman is undisciplined. And any woman worth anything, has any form of morality, why would she want to follow a slop dog? A dude that doesn't even take pride in his appearance and his body. What can you teach her? Especially a good-looking sister, a pretty sister, a sister that's fit in shape. Do you honestly believe that you are deserving? I'm tired of these brothers on the TV. Oh, high value man. You have to be a high value man, and you have to have a lot of money. But money don't keep a woman. It might get her, but what sustains a woman? What sustains her into having respect? It's the morality and discipline that you as a man should exemplify in a marriage and leading a woman. And if you want that woman to be your wife and y'all dating, then you should exemplify that behavior for her to become your wife. That's how high value is discipline. Sisters, and if you come in contact with a man like that, or you want a man like that, then guess what? You have got to change. You've got to change your mindset, and you've got to submit to that, brother. If you see this brother have a regimen, discipline regimen every day that he gets up, he follows, and then he looks the way that you want your man to look or what you like, why wouldn't you follow that? Why would you go against that? Unless you just like being big, out of shape, and sitting at home single and lonely. See, we have to start being honest with ourselves. Honesty changes the mind, and the mind changes the body. Say that with me again. Honesty changes the mind, and the mind changes the body. I think that's what I'm gonna start my my podcast off with. Honesty changes the mind, and the mind changes the body. Brothers, who you gonna defend if you 340, 350? You out of breath in 2 seconds. I would not want to be with you either. See? Is it that the sister has an attitude? Or are you walking around exemplifying structure and discipline? We can talk about, all that don't matter. Yes, it does. Because before when you go on a job interview, let me give you an example. When you go on a job interview, right? Whether it's entertainment, acting, whether it's corporate America, whether it's just a regular job. I mean, whether it's even at, say, a construction job. And here I have a gentleman that is extremely fit, and I have a guy that's 300 and something pounds. Now, their resume could be the same. Who am I going to hire? You can say it's wrong. Oh, he looked at him and he hired me over him. Well, when I see somebody fit, I see discipline. I see some form of discipline that this person has, and I see a person who is going to be able to exhibit some form of productivity, whether they be male or female. So I want you guys and ladies to think about, when they say health is wealth, it really is. It enhances the ability to be able to get up and move around and live life to its fullest. It enhances your relationship socially, economically, and mentally when you're fit. And it also increases the level of intimacy. And you walk with a certain different level of confidence, both mentally, spiritually, and physically. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it together. Your health is your wealth. I want to thank you for coming to take the time in watching my podcast. And this is just one of the many topics that we will continue to discuss. Thank you.